Let's begin at the top of the mat in mountain pose. And as you inhale, lifting the arms up, joining the palms together, and as you exhale, folding forward. Now grabbing opposite elbows, letting the torso hang. Inhale here and exhale, bringing the hands back down to the ground. And inhale, lifting halfway up, hands below the knees on your shins, spine long, top of the head moving forward. Inhale here and exhale, coming into plank. And lowering all the way down in chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe walk out the dog here, stretching one leg at a time. Inhale here and exhale, coming back to the top of the mat into forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, arms along your body, back to mountain pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, step or jump to the top of the mat. As you exhale, inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, back to mountain pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back to your chaturanga, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale, step or jump back to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, back to mountain pose. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Start bending the elbows, coming down through an imaginary fence. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the elbows, and as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now coming to rest on your knees, knees together, feet together, and resting here in hero's pose, taking a few breaths, feeling the heat in your arms and your shoulders. And coming into plank. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, coming into forearm plank, and coming back up into plank, one arm at a time. and doing a few more at your own rhythm, at your own pace, alternating between arms coming up and down, starting on the right, coming up on the left, and then switching, keeping the hips leveled. And coming back into hero's pose. Once again, taking a few breaths here to recover. And now coming into a plank, but with your arms wider apart, fingers facing outward. So a wide arm plank. As you inhale, bending the right arm, and exhale, coming back up. Inhale, bend the left arm, exhale, come back up, and doing a few more at your own pace, trying to bring the chest closer to the ground as possible. And coming back to rest in hero's pose. And coming back into a plank. Inhale, coming down into chaturanga. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale down, 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 exhale, coming back up. And coming back into hero's pose. Taking a few breaths here to recover. And now coming into a tabletop, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Take an inhale and lifting the right arm up. And as you exhale, you thread the needle, bringing your shoulder to the ground, your right ear to the ground, and just stretching out the shoulder. And coming back up into tabletop, lifting the left arm on an inhale, and exhale, bringing down to the ground the shoulder, left ear to the ground. And coming back into tabletop. And now bringing the hands forward and dropping the chest to the ground into puppy pose, stretching out the back of the shoulders, the arms, the forearms, keeping the hips on top of the knees. And coming back into tabletop. sitting back down in hero. Now bringing the arms up into a T position, palms facing up. You can look up a bit, rotating the arms. And now bringing the arms into a W position, palms facing forward, stretching out the shoulders and the back of the shoulders. Now bringing your right hand behind your back. Maybe you can even reach out with the left arm and grab the opposite hand behind your back, if that's accessible to you. And release, and the same thing on the other side, bringing the left arm behind your back. And maybe even reaching with the right hand behind your back and interlacing the fingers. And gently releasing, coming back to hero, taking a few breaths here, feeling those stretches. And now coming onto your back, opening the legs wide, arms wide, laying down in Shavasana, taking as much space as you need, and taking a big inhale here through the nose, and sigh it out the mouth, releasing all the tension. And feel free to stay here as long as you need. And when you're ready to come out, just start bringing gentle movement into your body and lifting back up. And see you on the next one.